Our understanding of identity and possibility is largely spun by the stories we consume. For generations, these stories have both reflected and shaped societal norms, subtly dictating what is achievable, what is desirable, and what constitutes the accepted boundaries of being. Consider the enduring legacy of figures like Wonder Woman, a character introduced at a time when women's roles were largely confined to the domestic sphere. Her portrayal as a secretary, as an active participant in the professional world, as a figure of agency beyond the home, was revolutionary. It offered young girls a glimpse into a future where their aspirations were not tethered solely to hearth and home, but could extend into careers, leadership, and impactful decision-making. This seemingly simple fictional depiction acted as a powerful accelerant for change, gently but firmly pushing the cultural imagination towards a more expansive view of womanhood. It wasn't just entertainment. It was a blueprint for empowerment, a quiet but relentless affirmation that women had the right to pursue a myriad of paths, to take up space in the world beyond the confines of traditional expectations. However, when we turn the lens to contemporary media representations of transgender and non-binary individuals, a striking disparity emerges. While there has been a commendable increase in visibility, the breadth and depth of these portrayals often fall short of the truly empowering and diverse narratives needed. Far too often, transgender and non-binary characters are relegated to roles that primarily serve to decorate a scene, to provide comic relief, or to exist solely as a vessel for narratives of suffering or struggle. While these stories, particularly those depicting the challenges faced by the community, hold inherent validity and contribute to empathy and understanding, they present an incomplete and, at times, limiting picture. The consistent focus on entertainment figures, or on stories that emphasize hardship, inadvertently perpetuates a narrow understanding of what it means to be transgender or non-binary in the world. It suggests that success for these individuals is largely confined to the arts, or that their lives are predominantly defined by their struggles. This perpetuation of specific tropes, even with good intentions, risks inadvertently circumscribing the aspirations of young transgender and non-binary people, much in the same way that pre-Wonder Woman media confine the dreams of young girls. It becomes harder for a transgender child to envision themselves as a scientist, a senator, or a CEO if the only reflections of their identity they see on screen are those of performers or individuals navigating profound personal difficulties. The subtle, yet pervasive, message is that some paths are simply less accessible or less likely for them. This narrative deficit becomes even more stark when juxtaposed with the reality of transgender and non-binary achievement in the world today. We're surrounded by incredibly accomplished transgender women and non-binary individuals who are not merely thriving in Hollywood, but are occupying positions of significant power, influence, and intellectual leadership across every conceivable field. They are not waiting for a streaming service to create their stories of triumph. They are actively writing them in the real world. Consider the political landscape. Individuals like Sarah McBride, a U.S. state senator for Delaware, who in 2020 shattered glass ceilings by becoming the highest-ranking openly trans elected official in the United States. Her career, rooted in policy and advocacy, extends far beyond the realm of entertainment. Or Petra, Sutter, the Deputy Prime Minister of Belgium, a prominent figure in European politics, whose work impacts national and international policy. These are not merely symbolic figures. They are active decision-makers, shaping legislation, influencing public discourse, and wielding tangible power. Similarly, in the realm of science and technology, pioneers like Lynn Conway, a computer scientist whose groundbreaking work in microchip design revolutionized modern computing, stand as titans of innovation. Audrey Tang, Taiwan's digital minister, is another exemplary figure, a renowned software developer who holds a crucial ministerial post. These individuals are not defined by their gender identity in their professional capacities, but rather by their profound intellect, their unwavering dedication, and their invaluable contributions to their respective fields. They are challenging stereotypes not by performing for the camera, but by leading in laboratories, boardrooms, and legislative chambers. Their stories are of rigorous academic pursuit, strategic political maneuvering, and relentless scientific inquiry. The absence of these narratives from mainstream streaming platforms is not just a missed opportunity for entertainment, it's a significant oversight in the broader project of societal empowerment. When children, regardless of their gender identity, see themselves reflected in diverse and powerful roles, it expands their understanding of what is possible for their own lives. For a transgender child, seeing a transgender woman as a president, a renowned physicist, or a leading parliamentarian offers a profound sense of validation and aspirational possibility. It communicates, unequivocally, that their identity is not a barrier to achieving the highest echelons of professional and political success. It instills a sense of inherent worth and limitless potential. The argument that these stories are somehow too niche or less broadly appealing than those focused on entertainment or struggle overlooks the fundamental human desire for aspirational narratives. Everyone, regardless of identity, seeks stories of triumph, of individuals overcoming challenges to achieve greatness. The power of media lies in its ability to paint a comprehensive picture of humanity, to showcase the full spectrum of experiences, talents, and contributions. To omit these powerful narratives of transgender and non-binary leadership and innovation is to perpetuate an outdated and ultimately harmful limitation on the collective imagination. It suggests that while some identities are worthy of depicting in all their complex and powerful forms, others are somehow less deserving of such expansive and empowering representation. The time has come for streaming networks to move beyond the superficial and embrace the full, multifaceted reality of transgender and non-binary lives, to create content that not only entertains but also genuinely empowers the next generation to dream without boundaries.